Good morning, Vietnam! Hey, this is not a test. This is rock and roll.
I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, drive my daughter to a school that's too expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
You're waking up with the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Good morning. It is the Morning App, and we are ready to go on this Friday. And I know it was a shortened week, but I am absolutely exhausted.
Right?
I don't know what happened.
Well, I'm too tired because I was relaxing halfway through it, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, here's all the homework you got to do, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
For some reason, we didn't see it coming, even though we definitely should have. We were
Yeah.
like, oh, they'll take it easy on us, and instead they just threw it at us. Ugh. Not ready.
Life.
It's also weird because a lot of the professors seem to think they can just jump back into the conversations we had, like a week ago. And it's like, I have no memory of this at all.
We need that Game of Thrones recap. Yeah. Previously at Comp 3117 or whatever.
That would be very
nice.
helpful. Very helpful.
Well, what also made this week extremely stressful, at least for me, obviously I don't think you two had to deal with it, but one of the most stressful things in life is haircuts for me. It goes reading a menu at a restaurant, then haircuts. Those two might be the most stressful thing in my life because I never know what I want. And I got a haircut this week. I got 2 haircuts this week because the first one did not go so well because the lady asked me and she was like, oh, what do you want? I'm like, oh, just shorten it up because usually that's what I say and they do it. Like, I don't have to ask twice because I don't really know what I want. I'm just
Simple.
like, short it. Yeah, every time. And then she was like, oh, okay, but you like your waves and you like your curls, right? I was like, yeah, I do. And she's like, have you ever thought of getting both? And I'm thinking, I don't think you can get it short and have the waves and curls. But she convinced me she could do it.
She's saying go all in.
Yeah.
With the haircut.
She did. And she started throwing all these, like, stylist words at me. She's like, oh, layers and curls and cutting and all those different terms. And it freaked me out.
You haven't established that trust yet.
I didn't, but...
with the regular cutter.
But the problem with the hair people who cut, stylists, I guess, cutters, whatever, the problem I have with them, I can't say no to them. Because I feel like it's not my place. They know what's best. And it freaks me out because they just are telling me what is best and what they should do. Like, oh, I'm going to take a little bit more off this side. Oh, I'm going to take an inch off here, an inch off there. I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
You're in control.
I think it's hard, too, because some stylists, they want to do their own thing to your hair. Like, when I got my hair shortened, it was, like, shoulder length, and then I got it to where it is now. But she cut it really weird. It was, like... She said she'd been cutting hair since the 80s or something, so she gave me a very, older, long, I don't know, just, long layers or something. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was just not good, and I didn't like it. But I had come in there with a picture and everything, I told her what I wanted, but she still cut it differently. And then it was just kind of, I don't know, I feel like some hairstylists, once they've been in it for a while, just have their own ideas about what looks good on people. And I don't know, I feel like they should pay more attention to trends and stuff because, people don't want weird haircuts.
And maybe they just get bored of doing the same thing over and over again. I know that guys just ask for short hair, right?
Yeah.
It's this
universal term.
Yeah, and they're just like, oh my God, I have a great idea. We're going to make it curly. We're going to make it short. And you're like, okay, whatever.
What accent was that?
I don't know.
That was the hairstylist accent. That's what they all sound like.
Yeah.
But it basically, she did her thing, and to her credit, it didn't look bad in the chair, but I'm also scared. I'm like, I don't know what it should look like. Will it dry? Will it dry good? Because I also put all the water on it. They spritz it with water. And the problem with my hair, which a lot of people don't understand, when it gets wet, you can mold it wherever. But the second it dries, it poofs up. Like a Pomeranian. Poof. It just goes like that. And I knew it would too. And I'm looking at it in the mirror. And it looked okay. But I knew it was wet. And the second I got out, it just, right at the top of my head, just poof.
Yeah.
And then she cut half off one side, half off the other. And it just wasn't even. And it ruined my mood all day long. So
It happens though. If you get a
bothers
bad
me.
haircut, it bothers me too. Because then you gotta live with it for like a week at least you know what I mean.
I went the next day. I could not do it. I was in such a bad
Yeah.
mood, and my girlfriend knew it. And she was like,
just
"What's wrong?"
awkward.
I'm like, "My haircut
It's not like
is so bad."
It's not like the end of the world or anything, but it's just kind of like
See, it was to me.
gotta wear hats now.
It was the end of the world. I could not do
Yeah.
anything else. All I thought about was that every time I passed a reflective surface, I just looked and I just got sad every single time. But I finally got convinced, and you also convinced me, Dovy, to go to a more upscale hair salon.
Put the money into the cut.
I had to. I never have before, but I did.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it's pretty life-changing.
Because it's not just the haircut that you're paying for. You're paying for this whole experience. You know what I mean? Like they
I do now.
shampoo you.
I do know, Dovy.
They massage the scalp and it feels amazing. And then you get this and they also usually throw in some product in there in the end. I know
did.
some places that they'll give you like coffee. Some places even like give you like a glass of whiskey.
Oh my
if you're
gosh.
above age.
Well, yeah,
Oh.
makes
If you're
I need to go there.
if you're at a certain spot. I know there's a place in Raleigh that did that, but I never went.
Really? Mm-hmm. I bet you that's expensive,
So-
though.
Yeah, they're like at least $20. Usually, if you're gonna go to a place like that.
Yeah, the place I went to was about 25, and I go to sit down in the chair because I'm talking to the stylist. I go to sit down, like, oh, let's go shampoo you. I'm like, huh?
You've
What-
never
what do you
been. Wait, hold on. You've never been somewhere where they'd shampoo
No.
you?
No,
Are you serious?
Guys don't do that.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
guys
I
just
was
go and they get it
shocked.
clipped and they go home and shower and then they're like, yeah, I'm fine now.
Yeah.
It's like a chore usually.
It really is, but this one, I was so tense in the chair as well because I didn't know what I was expecting. That I was leaning back, getting it shampooed, and it felt good, but my neck was hurting because I was so
Yeah.
tense and I was so scared about what they
Oh.
were gonna do. I know.
But when you pay that much money, they usually know what they're doing.
I didn't know though. I was scared.
Yeah.
They took me to a chair with like
conditioned.
a basin behind me, and I didn't know what was gonna happen.
Yeah, like they just shave it off. Man, the scariest thing is when they start cutting it before they even
Do anything, like-
yeah, and then you're just like, oh gosh, whatever, like take the wheel, but nah, man. I think it's worth it. It's kind of nice if you get every now and then you just get a really nice cut, and then you just have this kind of pep in your step afterwards.
Every
it works
now
out.
and then. I'm doing it all the time now.
Yeah.
It changed my life. The only problem was afterwards, they did all the product. They put the product in the hair because I was talking to them, and I told them, I have no clue what I want. Here's a picture that my girlfriend found, make me this. Make me close to this. I cannot be this model, but make me as close as you can. And then they threw all the, products at me.
And then you look like the model.
No, I definitely didn't, Dovy. But they sold me on their product, which added more money to it because they're like, oh, you need this product. I was like, you sure? They're like, yes, you definitely do. And I couldn't say no because I can't say no. They could have sold me a house and I would have said yes.
No.
Because I can't say no to a hairstyle.
You need a house because of the humidity in it.
Yeah,
It's gonna help
exactly.
your hair.
So I dropped major money on not one, but two
You bought two things?
haircuts. Haircuts.
Oh, okay. I'm about
Not-
to say.
I wanted the second product. They almost got me on
Do
the
you
second
need
product.
both of them to
That's
do
what,
it?
that's what the person said.
So do you use
Oh.
product in your hair now?
I use a little bit of some sort of gel-ish. I know. And
You're getting really fancy now.
thank you.
Maybe
Right.
save up, get the second one so that if you go to that one job interview, you just
Yeah,
let me add a little
yeah.
bit of extra oomph.
See, and the problem with that, I get the product, and you try it for the first time after your haircut, and you look at it, and you're like, why does it not look as good as what they did? They know exactly how to mold your hair and cut and do everything. I'm just looking, I'm like, I suck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm disappointed.
They
It looks
they
good.
know what they're
but
doing.
Not as good. They'll just run their magic fingers through your hair, and poof, it's perfect.
Like
and then
hair
you try
scientists.
it, and
Hair scientist.
it is.
Yeah, it's
that's
hair
why,
science.
That's why I don't say no to them.
And that's
I
why
can't.
if you can get the same person every time too, then it's
Yeah.
it's gonna only get better because they know exactly how it flows. You know what I mean?
You'll walk in, they'll whisper, "Do you trust me?" And you're like, "Yes." Do it. Just give it all. But honestly, it was a fantastic experience. I highly recommend it. And they said it's okay for guys to have blow dryers or hair dryers. So, just
Why?
there you
Hold
go to
on.
all
Who's
those
saying
guys.
that it's not okay for men
See,
to
I
have
always thought it was
blow
not
dryers?
socially acceptable for
Really?
Why?
Yeah.
Who's gonna know? Honestly,
No, that's how those
No, you're
guys.
right.
That's how those guys get those mad floofs. The crazy
The mad
tall.
poofs?
Yeah,
Floofy poofs, yeah.
yeah. You can. I think it's damaging though over time.
Is
but you
it?
can.
You can get.
I'm pretty sure.
There's
It's just
heat
heat.
protectant spray. You can spray on your hair.
Oh
That's another product.
man, this
It's
is a whole
not
new
that
world.
expensive, man.
Well, that's
But
what
if you-
they told me.
If you're in a hurry and it's cold outside and you need to blow dry your hair so it doesn't like freeze the moment you step out, then I think it's good to have a hair dryer.
But if it's damaging in the product,
But
and
if
that's
you only
more
use it
product.
every once in a while,
But what? Okay, the problem with the hairdryer. Here's the problem with the hairdryer, Katie. You do it once, you're hooked.
That's true.
You cannot just do it one day because the next day you'll be like, I'm cold in the morning.
That's
I need
true.
the heat.
It's so convenient.
It is.
You hop out, boom. Even before bed, you'll want to do it because then you won't sleep on like you won't put your wet hair on your pillow, right?
No, it's too
It's,
too addicting, Katie. I
a
don't know if I
drug.
can do it. But honestly, I highly recommend it. I think Dovy, you still go to the nice hair place.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So it's
Once
too-
you go there, you can't go
Yeah,
back.
I know. I'm sure Katie does. Correct. You go to the nice,
And it's worth
yeah.
it. Once you're like in the mid 20 range, I think
You've earned it.
You've earned it. You got the money, and
Okay.
it makes sense to.
Okay. Well, good, because I'm going to keep going there. So if you're a guy, don't be ashamed to go to one of those nice hair salons because they shampoo your hair and everything. It is the experience that you're paying for, Dovy. But here we have Back in Black on the morning app.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Still talking hair products during the break because we are obsessed. But we will try and switch gears here.
Contain it.
I feel like we're trying to contain our hair too. That's why we went there. That's why we're doing all of this. But we're gonna switch our excitement now to something else I'm absolutely obsessed with, and that is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
We don't have a soundboard effect, but we got that.
Oh, yeah.
We have me. I don't know what that was.
The four nations live together in harmony, and now they're going to live together on Netflix because Netflix is going to try and bring back a live adaptation. Is it adaptation? Is that the word? Adaptation?
No,
adaptation.
Is it adaptation live?
Oh, yeah, it is a live adaptation.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same story, I think. So.
Oh yeah, it is the same story. They tried it originally in movie form with M. Night Shyamalan. Woo! And how was that?
People like pretend like that didn't happen. Like people will be like, "That didn't. What are you talking about? What movie?" And then you're like,
Oh, no.
the Last Airbender," and they're like, "I don't know.
The
I don't
blue
know what you're
guys, the
talking
blue
about."
people?
I mean,
Yeah.
I would love it if they made a movie, but they didn't make one. I don't know what you're talking
my
about. Like
goodness.
people, total denial. It was so bad.
Yeah, I never watched it. I think we bought it, but I never watched it because I heard it was one of the. And I think it
too.
still is considered one of the worst live adaptation movies ever.
I think you need to watch that one to be able to appreciate what's about to come out because they messed up
Epically.
They messed up so many things. Like,
I'll watch it.
one thing they got wrong were the name pronunciations. Like they called Aang Ong. They called it was so the firebenders had to have like a fire source in order to actually firebend. They couldn't just shoot them out like they do in the show. And then
That's not true.
the pacing was just awful.
Was the uncle there? I just wanted the uncle.
I don't remember him, so I don't know. Uncle
Wow.
Iroh was not there.
That's
If
his
you
name,
are a
that's
fan
right.
of Avatar, that is like the
best
coolest
character.
dude. Yeah.
But they are bringing. Netflix just announced they're working on the live adaptation of, and I'm guessing it'd be the exact same story, episode wise, just in live form. So I guess there wouldn't be many spoilers, which I don't know how I feel about that because you know what's going to happen each episode.
Yeah.
Or
How would you feel though if they did change things? If they like made new storylines?
That's what I'm worried
you know
about.
what I mean?
Well, what I'm worried about is that either fans are going to be kind of mad because it's the exact same thing, or it's going to be too different and they're going to get mad. Kind of like
Yeah.
they get mad if it was the exact, or if it wasn't the exact same thing, correct? Because they want that same story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the problem with the Star Wars franchise now. Like people look back at The Force Awakens, the most recent, first thing in the trilogy, and people are like, "Oh, it's way too similar to New Hope."
Yeah.
and then they went absolutely different with the next one that came out.
And then they complained about that one too.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's no pleasing
So
them.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
worried about.
you can't.
Because they do have the good thing is that they have like the original creators working on this
Yes.
series, and they just announced that they even have the same guy doing the music.
Yeah, I was just about to tell you that Jeremy Zuckerman said that nothing's official yet, but he should be doing the music for Avatar.
Which is awesome because the music was dead.
Oh, of
It was
course.
so good. But that's the thing that's just I'm worried that they're gonna go too similar to like make everybody happy, and they're like I would like to see some changes in the story, but not like.
But what
That's
major
the
changes
thing.
can you make in the story to make you not expect it? Zuko doesn't have a thingy, a scar.
Yeah.
Zuko doesn't get banished. I mean, what
think
what
they
do
could
you do?
Go for a tone. I mean, I think they could go with some character changes. Like Zuko in the show is just always he was like the main
Emo.
bad guy, kind of like Avatar's like rival, and he was just always mad, always this and that. So I think now that
But I liked it. It was character development.
yeah,
Dovy.
but if I watch that now, I'd be like, this is a kid's show. I think what they can do is that now that we've all kind of grown up, they can kind of do what Harry Potter did.
Yeah.
You know how like Harry Potter went from like being really colorful and awesome and
See,
happy
I didn't watch
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
like, over time. Well, like,
Like
what?
Goblet of Fire, and all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah, like,
wait a second.
J.K. Rowling wrote the book so that they've got like more darker and more complicated over time. So I think they could add stuff in between the cracks a little bit better.
You want a
You know.
darker Avatar?
Not a darker Avatar, just a more like
Yeah,
It's just-
yeah.
just something that would be more appealing to even older people. They could be like, wow, that's a cool theme. Because the original one had done that just as well, but they could take it and push it forward.
I feel like Netflix usually does a good job with its shows, so I think that it's good that Netflix is doing it and not
Anybody else?
Yeah, and not M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
No, I actually don't know.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan?
M. Night Shyamalan, I think.
Shyamalan. Usually he does good movies, but it was pretty much a bummer.
He's a 50-50 kind of guy. He made some really good ones and some really like I saw the most recent one was Split. I kind of like that one.
Yeah, I got to see that.
And then he had the one with Sixth Sense, right? With the Bruce Willis.
Yeah, and
He's
then
the one that did Sixth Sense?
Yeah.
And then you had Unbreakable 2, which was the prequel to Split,
and
with Bruce Willis.
Now he's doing a movie where he's taking all those characters and putting them into one movie.
What?
Yeah.
It's called Glass.
And it looks really interesting. It's a pretty cool idea, actually.
I got to watch. I never watched the first two, and that's on my list of things to watch. And then we'll get to Glass when it comes out. I think in February. I think.
Yeah, I
might be wrong, but either way, I'm excited for Avatar: The Last Airbender. I hope they make Aang still the funny, colorful guy he was. I think that was one of the problems in the Shyamalan.
Another problem that it was kind of like there wasn't enough like cast diversity either, and I know that like in the show it was like spread out throughout the whole world pretty well. So I think that's something else they could do a little bit better. Momo, the little monkey, wasn't in there either enough. People kind of want to see Momo a little bit more.
What Appa was in there? Obviously.
Yeah, Appa. They actually have some art already out right now, and it has Appa in it, and it looks really good.
Yeah, on their Twitter and everything, they have.
Check it out because they'll make you feel nostalgic.
Yeah, go read up on it. Honestly, it's nice just to read up and figure out. They don't have a release date yet. They don't have premiere date or any of that, but they're just slowly gathering information. There's been no casting calls or
this is pretty new
anything yet.
info.
Yeah, I think it just came out 2 days ago, 3 days ago, maybe.
Yeah, just a couple.
Not long, but I'm really excited for it because it's a personal favorite. That might have been my favorite Nickelodeon show, maybe alongside Danny Phantom. But I did love me some Avatar Last Airbender, just the story and everything, and they actually finished it. I can't tell you how many kids show I watched where they did like all the way up into the finale, or they did half a finale and then never did the actual finale, and I never got to know what happened.
Or they just kept going. They would have a
and
finale,
eventually like faded it out.
Fairly Odd Parents or SpongeBob or something. The writers left and then they just kept going.
Well, I think SpongeBob's still going strong and hard, but Avatar.
I would say strong.
No.
But Avatar: The Last Airbender will be coming out on Netflix at some point, the live adaptation. Tell us what you think about it on our Facebook page, The Morning App. Here's Bohemian Rhapsody.
on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
We've got some celebrity news for you, or at least a celebrity topic or a celebrity breakup. Katie?
All right, so apparently Noah Cyrus, which is Miley Cyrus's little sister, is...
Which I did not know she had one until like a year ago, but yeah.
Yes, yeah, well, she does, and she's 18, and she is trying to have her own career, but she recently had a very public breakup with Lil Xan, which is a SoundCloud rapper, right?
Yeah, I guess. He's just like a new mumble rapper with...
Now,
like,
what's a mumble rapper?
A mumble rapper is...
Tell me.
A rapper...
I don't know.
Okay, so, you've got, like, actual rappers... Right, and then you have mumble rappers. Mumble rappers are people that like
mumble.
They just mumble. It's pretty much.
Can you do one right now?
Give me literally any fast food chain. Just name one.
McDonald's.
Okay. Yeah. McDonald's. I'm in the McDonald's. That's literally what it sounds like.
Wow, you could be one.
Literally, that sounds like a. McDonald's. Like literally, that could be a song right there. That is a mumble rap song.
Okay.
So
okay.
Lil Xan is.
Wait, is he trying to be a mumble rapper, or he is a mumble rapper? That's kind of sad if you're trying to be a mumble rapper.
They all do. I mean, that's because it's like it works. It's like the
trend.
Yeah, it's kind of like the trend right now. So
okay.
Yes. Yeah, so he's 22, but I thought he was much younger. After seeing a video of him, Dovy pulled up a video interview of him and Noah Cyrus, and they just looked so much younger than what they actually are.
Wait, he's 22?
Yeah, and she's 18.
They just act like they're 14
Yeah.
or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a mumble rapper and Noah Cyrus, the sister of Miley Cyrus. Of course they act like that.
It's a match made in heaven.
Oh, my goodness.
Or was.
But yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's the twist.
Exactly. No, yeah, they did break up. I think it was a couple months ago, or like a month ago, and it was all over social media, so it got a lot of attention. And but the latest news that just came out last night, I think, is that she's selling her own tears. Yep, it's $12,000, and you can get 12 of her tears
For $12,000?
Yeah,
Can we get
it's
some?
only available for 48 hours, so you
bring me to
better
the
hop
show.
on that quick. Yeah,
They think it's going to sell out that quickly in 48 hours?
I bet you
don't
it will.
know. I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't know. But her like EP came out today, and it's called Good Cry, and she's just been after all of the news with the breakup, since it was so in all of social media. She's using that to promote her new EP, which is called Good Cry, and then she's got the tears thing. Like, she's really trying to make this a marketing thing, this whole breakup thing, which is an interesting way of taking it, I suppose.
I'm just trying to imagine how weird that is. Like, she's just like sitting down, she has like a glass, and then she's like dropping tears into it. Like, how does that work? What do you...
No, I think she's plucking them with little tweezers.
What?
She's plucking
No, you can't do that.
like what do you do? Like, reverse eye drop it, like kind of like suck it up, and then like with the
your eyes
little
would
with
be-
this.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Eyes would be dry. And then,
Dude,
what do you
That's
do?
a lot of tears too.
What do you do?
Apparently, though, she cried a lot about she went on Facebook or
kinda
Instagram
distracting.
Live or something and cried for a long time. I don't know.
Oh,
What do you do?
So, after the
Face-
breakup, I think it was Instagram Live. I honestly don't know. I saw that on somewhere, but
When you get the vial of tears, I'm picturing it's going to be in like a little vial,
yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. What do you do with them? Do you sit there and just like shake them up, or do you look at them? Do you?
That's a good question.
I
Mumble rappers use it for inspiration. They like make potions out of it to like make music.
Potions?
I don't know.
Which is
I don't
just
know
ramen
what-
because
I have
that's all they
no
can
idea
afford.
Why you would want anyone's tears at all? Like, I bet you that can't be like full. Like, that can't be 100% either. You know, that has to be like 3 drops of tears and then
Like
like tap water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is.
You wear it on a chain around your neck.
Yeah, Lil Xan gets some.
Oh my.
He's like, yo, I just got like Noah Cyrus's tears, or whatever.
These are from my ex. Oh, that'd be something. Oh, what's that
golly.
necklace around your neck? Oh, it's just the tears of my ex.
Yeah, but
Oh,
welcome
that'd be pretty.
Oh my.
That'd be pretty
The
dark.
tears of my enemies.
welcome to 2018, though.
Yeah. Yeah. People were calling it the most emo breakup of 2018.
But I don't understand why this shouldn't be a thing. And then you also see in TV shows and movies, sometimes like the tears have like magic healing powers. I'm not gonna lie, they do have those TV shows where like you take a tear, you rub it on you, and you're like immortal.
Isn't that in Harry Potter?
Is it? I have no idea.
Pirates of the Caribbean. The
Tears of a Unicorn, right?
No. It was
what is it?
what was Dumbledore's the bird, the phoenix.
Oh, the phoenix.
Yeah. He the phoenix healed Harry when he got when the not the dragon, the basilisk.
Yeah, the basilisk,
yeah,
the little snake.
Yeah.
Not the little
Well,
snake,
not
it's a
little-
massive snake. Little
Just a tiny snake.
That's the next mumble rapper. Little
snake.
Describing Noah Cyrus, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know.
She
See?
could be one. I mean, it's not hard to be a mumble rapper.
But you said it's for 12,000?
Yeah,
So we
12,000.
probably
Wait, you said 12,000?
yeah.
$12,000
for a vial?
That's
Yes.
1,000.
I thought you said $12.
Oh no.
$12,000.
$12,000.
You would have you could either get a car or that.
So that's why I'm asking. Do you really think they're gonna sell out in 48 hours?
How
Who
much
has
does she
the-
make?
I don't think it's I'm assuming they're just trying to put a time limit on it so people, I don't know, feel more motivated to buy it quickly, like more of an impulse buy kind of thing. I don't know.
But only celebrities would probably buy this because they're the only ones that have money.
Dude, only really creepy rich people would buy that.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like the sugar daddies.
Like
or-
you're not gonna get no one who's like a normal person that wants to do it for fun, just as a joke, would ever get that. Like people, really creepy people would be like, who probably have the money to clone this person, right? If you have $12,000 to spend on like her DNA, you probably got like a cloning machine or something.
Yeah,
It's just bizarre.
You've seen all of the Craigslist and postings and eBay postings about people like sneezing, like celebrities sneezing into like
that's true.
Kleenexes, and they sell it for a bunch of money. People are into weird things.
There's
I
a thing
guess.
like that. People will try to like steal celebrity hair or something.
Instead, they get like tackled to the ground by the security.
It's
and
like, gosh, just go home.
Yeah.
Just watch TV. Just be.
Just buy her tears on the internet like a normal person. Stop going after them.
You don't have her tears, loser. like what? No one's gonna say that. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, Noah Cyrus and little Xan might because of how young they are, but I mean,
Well,
either
Lil
way.
Xan's older than me, but he does not act like that.
Yeah, he's a
So that's
mumble
just
rapper. They're
weird.
mature, Katie.
I'm sorry.
Real mature. But up next on the Morning App, we have our relationship segment after Sweet Caroline.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
It is time. It is time. It is the relationship segment here on the morning app. And we got, once again,
those lyrics. I'm trying to lip sync. Sorry.
We are back with the advice that we think you need. Hopefully, we'll get a Katie rant out of it. I'm really crossing my fingers about it.
My goodness.
Oh, goodness.
Dovy, I think you have an idea for today to tell all the relationshipers out there.
Yeah. Mo, I have a question. Because
I have an answer.
So, what do you do?
I don't think you do.
I don't.
What do you do when you have a date and it's just awful from the start, but you know you have to like kind of commit till it's over? Because I found an article talking about the best ways to kind of like end a first date that's going off, or if you just don't want a second one, right?
I like how we're jumping to you already have a date, and people out there are like, okay, wait, back up. How do you get said date?
Yeah, no. Well, let's say you've accomplished that. Yes, and
that'll be next week's topic.
How do you even get a date?
Go in reverse. Okay.
So let's say like you got a date and it's like going terrible. Like it's just either awkward. It doesn't have to be like absolute terrible, but like you just know like I don't want a second date off the bat because I got some things to bring up about like you know what like in this article about what do you do afterwards, but what do you do in that moment? Like that's my question. Like what do you do when it starts and you're just not in the zone?
Because
here we go.
This is not a kid. Oh my goodness.
Listen up.
I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, just you have to be nice, but I feel like you don't have to. As long as you're not leading them on, because I think that's the most important thing, is that you're not leading them on to thinking that, oh, wow, this date's going great, and wow, there's definitely going to be a second one. But you still, I don't know, because you don't want to be mean to them the whole time either. It's just a hard thing. But you guys are giving me funny looks.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, because it's just a hard thing. You don't want to... Because once you're there, then you feel like you kind of owe it to the person to at least be nice. But then it's also like, I don't want to lead them on to thinking that this is going to go somewhere because it's not.
It's even more awkward for guys for one reason, I think, because they get in that situation and then they know they also have to like pay for the dinner or whatever it might be.
Oh.
You know, and they know it's just not going anywhere.
She brings up, we should get dessert. No dessert.
No.
I don't think
we're not there yet, and won't ever be there. So don't go there. I think you just got to roll with it.
Yeah, because I don't know what else you would do. Just within 5 minutes, be like, okay, so you're really annoying, and I'm gone.
Is that what you do?
No, I told you I write it out. Just be nice.
Well, that's what that's what basically this article talks about. One, it says don't lie. I mean, at the end of the date, just maybe like, oh man, but that's gonna be so weird if the other person's really feeling it and then you're not, and you say, hey, listen, this has been fun, but I don't know. I'm not sure if there's a no. Yeah. I'm going to Mars with
new experimental.
What's his name? The guy who made Tesla.
Elon
Musk is taking me to Pluto.
Interesting.
But main thing is just don't lie and be kind, and also just be yourself still, because of one particular reason. That person, even though it might not work out, if you both aren't feeling it, but that person does recognize that you're a good person, you might be a match for somebody else that they know.
Yeah.
And vice versa, right? You could say like, hey, dude, didn't work out for me, but there's a girl that likes to rock climb and all she talks about is sports or whatever like that, and she seems like your vibe. Do you want me to like set y'all up? Because that could always happen. So never try to like sabotage it just to get out of it, unless you're in a hurry. I don't know.
In a hurry.
Unless you're like, dude, I gotta play Fortnite with the boys.
Yeah, that is the date. You're bringing her to play Fortnite with the boys.
I don't know. I have no idea.
But yeah, you can't really just end it. You can't just end it in the middle of the day. You can't be like, hey, listen, it's not going anywhere. This isn't working. hello. This isn't working.
Yeah.
Right after the hello.
Yeah.
Didn't get a good vibe from that.
Your tie does not match your shirt. Sorry, I gotta.
Oh no.
But yeah,
it's just. But do you guys / like just in general, do people take the whole I just don't see this going anywhere talk at the end of a date do they take that well, or would it be better to take a more subtle approach?
Sometimes it's
or
unsaid, I think.
If it's two people who have never like actually met or hung out before, I think if it's weird if it's two friends and they're just trying it for the first time. They're like, and
Yeah.
they are thinking, hey, let's go on a
yeah.
date, and then they try and they're like, and one's like, oh yes, finally I'm dating my friend, and then the other one's like, no, can't. Then it's weird.
Yeah.
But if
Then
it's just,
you really do need to be honest.
but if
in
it's
that.
two random people, I think it's fine at the end of it to just tell them it did not work out. It's not you, it's me. It's my mission to Pluto, and I'm going to try and figure out if it's a planet.
Well, I think if dates aren't going that well either, I feel like sometimes it's you can get that across and not say anything. Like both people will just know,
Like hint
Yeah.
it.
and then they'll just text each other and be like, "That was
or
fun."
just both people
Yeah.
won't just like both people just ghost each other. It's just
True.
we're-
Or they just
we're
won't.
done.
They just won't ever talk to each other again.
Oh,
should
I'll
do it
text you.
again.
Yeah.
That's the other.
you say that, then you wink to each other. I'll text you tomorrow. Wink,
Oh,
and they
my
both do it.
goodness.
Yeah, they actually do get
That
me.
dessert to go.
They get me.
They know that you're not feeling it, and then you're.
But
they're
in that
not.
situation, then it's like, wait, are we actually compatible?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
we're both on the same page.
It's like,
Yeah.
whoa, she understood
I feel
my
like that
wink.
doesn't normally happen.
No, that definitely never happens whatsoever. But so our advice is to roll with it. That's what we're going with.
And to
just
be honest, like as
be
honest as you can.
Be you, because worst case. I mean, one of the best case scenarios out of the worst case scenario is that they could have somebody for you that you might match better with, and vice versa.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, hey, it's not working out. But if you got any friends that think word of
my
me, yeah.
Well, you never know. You never know.
You just told them that.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, don't say that at the end of the day. Obviously.
No.
But I'm just saying, it's just good to be authentic
Yeah,
all the
okay.
time,
Yeah.
regardless.
Definitely
That's
Fair
just
enough.
the key.
That'd be wrong. That'd be the worst.
That's just how dating works.
We're not condoning that behavior, but we are condoning just being yourself and just rolling with it, and then be honest at the end of it. If you're not feeling the next date, don't go on the next date. It's that simple. Here is Sweet Emotion on the Morning App.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Wrapping up the show with some technological advances in the world of cellular phones. Dovy.
Yo. This might be the downfall of Apple, because they did something, particularly one thing that I was like, I can't believe they did this. So they've got these 3 new phones that are out, right? Every September they usually put out
3 new phones?
Yeah, we got 3 new phones, right? And usually each generation has a pretty big jump to it, right? So obviously they came out with the iPhone X last year. I'm sorry, iPhone 10. So this year they came out with the, let's see what?
Get it right.
Yeah, it's confusing.
I feel like most people say X, though. I'm
going to say X.
Even if it's supposed to be 10,
they put X
people
there.
say X.
I'm going to say X because it's going to show how weird this is. So they got an iPhone XS, right? And then they have a bigger version of it, right? It's called the iPhone XS Max. Now, if you write that down on a piece of paper, it looks like it says iPhone extra small max. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That just does not
Your
make
brain
a lot
is
of
just
sense.
automatically, yeah.
It's the weirdest thing. And not only did they didn't really do very much with it. They added a better camera, but that's really about it. And they upped the price. Now they have something that's a cheaper option of these two, right? They have something called the iPhone XR, 10R. But
R?
Yeah, I don't know what the R stands for.
Regular.
It's like $700, $800, right? So it's a little bit cheaper.
Definitely not regular.
It's still more expensive than what phones were, like at least their phones were back in the day. And the thing about the iPhone XR is that it doesn't even have like HD capabilities. Like it can only do stuff in 720p. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like it basically has the same screen resolution as an iPhone 4.
Oh.
In theory.
I love the iPhone 4.
But it's like $700. It's like a lot of money for something that you can get way cheaper with some other phone. So,
are people upset about it?
I mean, yeah. I know a lot of people that are they're treating this like when the new Han Solo movie came out.
Yeah.
And all the Star Wars fans were like, "Don't go to it, man. We don't need this." You know?
And what happened? We lost the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie because of it.
Yeah, but at the same time, nobody wanted that. Yeah, it's kind of like that's kind of what it's going through right now. I think I've seen a lot of Apple fans that are like refusing to upgrade to this phone because if they keep doing it, then the price is just going to keep going up and up and up and up and up. You know, something I think that Apple forgets is that they seem to be like targeting richer people, but also like there are a lot of people who don't really care that much about getting fancy phones. So they usually just go with an iPhone. But, you know, now those casual phone people are like having a tough time getting the up-to-date phone because they're getting too expensive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, if you don't want to get a phone and instead you want to go get some of Noah Cyrus's tears, I think that'd be a worthy investment.
Spend that money on that.
It's basically the same price. Right?
It might as well be because you'll cry over your phone and you'll have the tears to cry over as well. But thanks for listening to The Morning App. We'll be back on Monday. Maybe we'll talk some more Apple, as I know people are getting upset about them becoming the next Terminator group, and maybe we'll talk about that. But thanks for listening to The Morning App.